Guys, and welcome to discussion number 3, TED Talk with Dieter Sornet, titled, How Can We Predict the Financial Crisis? He began talking about great moderation, which was a guided belief by banks, policymakers, and more people around the economic business of our world, and then went on to discuss the Great Recession of 2007 and 2008 that we all had heard of when everybody was battling hard times. Hundreds of billions of dollars were lost, and nobody saw it coming. It really happened outside of the blue, and there was really no responsibility whatsoever where it actually had come from. After this happened, the theory of Dragon Kings was developed and then made extreme events more predictable, such as if a stock market was to crash or the housing market was to crash, they would be able to predict it with Dragon Kings. Such an example Sorna explained was the boiling point of water, which explained when water was at a standstill, it begins to bubble and it begins to then boil, and it becomes to a point where it can't boil any longer, which then it becomes to vapor. And that explained what happens with bubbles. A bubble can grow and grow and grow and then suddenly pop, which then he grew on this concept, and the inflammation of a critical time leads to early development of an exponential growth, which then happens with a bubble. Bubbles essentially are wanted to be led to Dragon Kings in order for the situations to be controlled, because we don't want our economic system to crash. We especially find bubbles in finance. It's a big area where people can want to predict where the money is going to be going, and we don't want our money to swindle and basically to crash. A crisis with the bubbles became common with an experiment then they wanted to use so that they could prevent bubbles from happening, which was the financial bubble experiment. Scientists and economics would write a report about what was happening in different economic situations, make a prediction about it, publish a key, and later released to prevent bubbles from happening in the future. My questions to you are, do you find that bubbles are predictable? And also, do you believe that the financial bubble experiment really works? Hopefully you guys can find some answers and let me know. Thanks.